Yeah. Number one, I don't like Jimmy Kimmel. I don't think he's that funny, and just in general, I don't like the guy. I don't watch late night TV. I'm too old for that, and I have small children, so I can't stay up late enough anyway. But generally, I think Jimmy Kimmel is kind of a condescending word I can't say, and he's yeah. That's that. I'll stop there. But anyway, after watching this, do I agree with some of the things he said? I got to admit, I don't like watching video game streaming, and I do generally agree with the concept that watching other people play video games online, I don't see the appeal. Um, it's just not my thing. If I'm going to spend time doing something, I want to feel like I accomplished something. So if I'm interested in video games, I would prefer to play a video game. I would much rather level my own World of Warcraft character, as opposed to watching someone else level their own World of Warcraft character. Unless there's some benefit to it where they're running a really hard dungeon with like a famous guild, and I can see how they run it. Right. That's the only time that I would be interested in watching someone else play video games. If it's instructional, I'm still benefiting, right? I'm learning, so I can understand why people would do it for that reason. But just as something to do in my spare time, I don't watch much television to begin with. But if I do, I want to watch something live, like a sporting event, or the news, or something, excuse me, that is new and relevant. I turn stuff on for noise, but Seinfeld reruns aren't quite the same. I feel like I just wouldn't really get anything from watching video games. I do understand though that a lot of people are really into it, and that doesn't bother me. And unlike Jimmy Kimmel, who is a condescending word I'm not supposed to say, I try to avoid talking down to other people's hobbies and that kind of thing. I just don't see a reason to take down other people when they're not hurting anybody. Nobody watching video games ever ruined my life or took anything away from me. It's not a zero sum game, right? Like, them watching video games doesn't take away from my ability to go do whatever I want to do. So it doesn't really bother me, and I get it. Like, there's lots of money to be made in streaming video games, and in the esports thing. I think it's goofy. I mean, I like games and stuff, but I don't think esports are a thing. I mean, I think it should be called something different because it's not a sport, but I get it. There are people that are into it and they want to do it, and I don't want to take that away from them. So yeah. I mean, how has it changed? I mean, I would definitely say that it's becoming more mainstream. I mean, there's big tournaments, and people are making lots of money, and I mean, you see on like I watch a football game. They're talking about the new Madden game getting released, and a big Madden tournament where there's a 6-figure prize for the winner. They're giving away Super Bowl tickets and stuff like that. So I mean, it's definitely mainstream. It's definitely getting bigger and bigger, and I think that as more and more people play games and it becomes more mainstream, more people are going to be interested in it. So I think it's cool. People can do whatever they want when it comes to their entertainment, and as long as it's legal and whatever. But yeah, I don't have a beef with people playing video games for fun or watching other people play video games. Definitely not my thing. Jimmy Kimmel's a bit of a turd, and yep, that's my opinion on that. And I just think it's going to get bigger and bigger and become more and more popular and more mainstream. And people who look at it the way he does are going to be very surprised, I think, in the coming years. So, yep. In the words of Forrest Gump, that's all I have to say about that.